What do vertical angles and dentist office have in common? Don't go anywhere to find out. All right, mathletes, so let's answer that question. What are vertical angles? All right, so vertical angles were found in 1874 when, I'm just messing with you. And if you're like me and you really don't care when they were defined, smash that like button, all right? Because all we care about is what the heck are these things? So let's make it plain and simple, all right? Vertical angles are these angles that are opposite of each other. So they're a pair of opposite angles, and they're basically formed when two lines here, these intersecting lines, right? These opposite angles are formed. And we know that they're equal, right, by definition. So these two angles are opposite of each other. They're equal. And so that's why they're labeled just like this. So what I'm going to show you is how to use this and how you're going to use this over and over and over in so many different areas in math. All right, so if you haven't done so, subscribe and let's get to it. All right, mathletes, so let's look at this first example. And again, here we have an example of vertical angles. And what you're going to see is these little markings here, which just indicate, so you have one marking on each side. That's just telling us that they're equal, right? And we have vertical angles here, right? We have two intersecting lines there, and we have the opposite sides, they're equal. So if this side is 36, excuse me, if this angle is 36, then X is gonna equal 36 because those are vertical angles. They're right across from one each other, all right? And so if these are 36, if these angles are 36, then we know that these two angles and these two angles are supplementary, right? Because this is a straight line and these two are going to add up to 180. So that's just a fun little extra Dr. Math tip for you. But we also have these two as vertical angles. And what's nice is what you're going to be doing over and over and over and over and over and over again is you're going to be setting these vertical angles equal to each other. How was that? Was that pretty good slow-mo? Yeah! We didn't use any tech tools. All right, so we got 3x plus 36 equals 144. And now we just solve. And let me make that 3 a little cool. All right, so let's solve this. Let's go ahead and let's subtract 36 from both sides. All right, so let's borrow. We get a 3 action here. We get 8 and we get 10. All right, and so we get 3x equals 108. And of course, we're going to go ahead and we're going to divide both sides by 3. So 3 goes into 108. Oh, we're going old school up in here, right? Some of you smash that like button if you forgot how to do long division. All right, we got your back here. Little reminder, right? So we got 36. So x equals 36 degrees, right? And we already knew that, right? X equals 36, and we could just plug that in there. So some of you are like, hey, Dr. Math, we knew what X was. We could have just plugged it in there. Yes, we're just verifying our answers, so calm down. All right, so awesome. We're just making sure that all this makes sense. All right, so again, if they didn't give you this side or this side, what you would do is you would just set these vertical angles equal to each other. Make sense? Follow me to the next problem. All right, so again, this is what we were talking about. We know we have a pair of vertical angles and things should be nice and easy by now, right? We just set them equal to each other. And just remember, vertical angles, you set them equal to each other. If they give you a straight line and they give you this angle and this angle, then these two right here would add up to 180. But when they give you these vertical angles, they're the same. So all we do is set them equal to one another. So remember, every time you have something that's the same, mathematically, we're just setting it equal to each other. That easy, all right? So let's go ahead, so many different ways of solving this. We'll subtract 5 from both sides. We're gonna get 5x equals 9x. I forgot the plus 40. Let me erase that real fast. So we got 5x. I forgot my 40. Subtract 5x from both sides. Right, so it's always make sure you slow down, check your work. You always double check, because again, one little mistake and you're through, right? Don't you hate that? You do like a whole page worth of work and then you forget a negative somewhere, right? Comment down below if that's happened to you. How do you feel about that, right? And then divide both sides by 4, divide both sides by 4, and you get x equals 10. So in this case, we're just solving for x, which is 10. If you want, you could plug it back in. I know they're not asking. And you get 9 times 10, which is 90, plus 5, 95. If I plug in the 10 right here, I get 50 plus 45, which is 95. Both of them are 95. So we know we did it right, all right? But again, in this case, they just want us to solve for x. So make sure you read the instructions, and Dr. Math has you covered. All right, mathletes, so a quick one, vertical angles here. Let us know what you want to learn, and we got your back. Have a great day, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.